that depends on the people of South Africa. It doesn't depend on me. If it was depending on me, I would have stayed in president forever. It doesn't go that way. It doesn't move that way. There are people, the people will decide. That one will be decided by the people. I'm saying here to the people who either within parties who elect their leaderships and the general public that elects generally, they must do that knowing that we've got it to get. Well, I can't guess. It all depends how the ANC views him, and that they will take their decision. I can't tell them what to do. If I'm in the ANC meeting, I'm sure I will have a lot to say to them what I think they must do. But here I'm just addressing you guys.
The billions are going to take care. Yes. Okay, I know.
No. You see, I am talking about what the president has done, which is known by everybody. I'm not talking about something that is not known. People generally that I meet, they say things have gone bad in this country. And people say there is no money. People are saying, even the jobs that were there, there's a problem in the country. I can't be an author of that. This is what is being said. You know it as well. We are just asking me because you want me to answer, to say something. Not at all. This is being said by many people, that this president has failed. It's not me, and I was only talking about specific things that he has done, that to me are not presidential. They're not allowed by the law, by the constitution. Those are the issues I was dealing with. It is the ANC conference that is going to deal with him, whether they want him or not. It's not my problem. But if I'm there as a delegate, it will be my problem, of course. I will have my views.
I hear you, but what I think, former president, maybe I'm not articulating my question.
Yeah.
No. Let us just take one issue. Here is a scandal found in his home. There is money, dollars. He accepts this is his money. It's never done. It's a wrong thing. He's doing as a president of the ANC. You can start from Madiba. Nobody kept billions of money, or millions, not billions, millions of money. This is a wrong thing. He says one time where I say I wrote a letter to respond to him, ANC's #1 corrupt organization, wrong. I said so. I responded to him. Even if people say there's corruption in the ANC, it's not everybody in the ANC. They are very poor and honest Christians, whatever, who have stolen not even a stick of matches. Now, if you just put everything, it's wrong. I've said so. These are the things I've said. And you must be satisfied that I said them. And I said them because they were happening. I'm saying that people are saying things are bad. It's true. And I'm not happy about it. Why should I be happy when even everybody is not happy? Me is particular because he was my deputy. No.
Where do you think he's messed up the most?
No. We are now doing something wrong.
Okay, sorry. So why
you are actually doing something wrong. I've answered your questions.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You are so personal now. Why are you? You are.
Comrades, the country has collapsed. We are on an autopilot. We don't know where the pilot is. Those who have the rumor say the pilot is at Phala Phala, sailing buffaloes and uncle. That's why the plane does not have a pilot. When you are a president of South Africa, by law, you are not allowed to do any other business except to be a president of South Africa. Why? Because you are a pilot. You can't be a pilot at the same time in the same plane be an air hostess and sell Zimbas in the plane and leave the plane leaderless because you are busy selling Zimbas. Your president told you that he sometimes leaves the seat of a pilot and goes and become an air hostess and sell Zimbas. So we are looking for a pilot because our pilot is no more. How can a president admit to have put dollars and dollars of rands under the mattress and that person still spend 24 hours in the office after admitting to have had dollars under the mattress? Such thuggerism. Ungathi sebenza nam umuntu oshayela amateksi. Uyachekisha every afternoon. He checks the money and put under the mattress. And when they steal the money from him, he doesn't go to police station. He goes and calls other taxi drivers to go and look for the other one who stole from him. What type of a president do we have in South Africa who leaves the office to go and sell uncle? Let's say the money is not stolen. That's fine. It's his money. He says he made money during the sales of uncle and buffalo. When he was selling uncle and buffalo, who was the president of South Africa during that time? You have a president who tells you that I sometimes leave this seat to do other things, and you don't release him or no. Go and do those things freely. We want a full-time president. We don't want a part-time president. Because by law, the president must not do any other job except being the president of South Africa. That's why are they not allowed to do other business? This country is too big to have a part-time president. Because we've got an absent president, Transnet has collapsed. Because there's no one to look after Transnet. PRASA has collapsed. SABC is running on autopilot. The municipalities, all of them without fail, have collapsed. If they pay salaries, the municipalities, they can't pay ESCOM. Today, we have no electricity in South Africa because ESCOM has collapsed. Why? The president is nowhere to be found. He's busy cleaning after the poo-poo of uncle in a kraal. So, you expect to have a country without a president and still think you can get jobs. You expect to have a country and have the economy grow without the president. You expect this body of yours to function without a head. Have you ever seen a headless chicken, what it does? That's where we are now. This country has become a headless chicken. It has got no direction unless the EFF wakes up in KwaZulu-Natal.
Around this matter about Phala Phala farm, there are criminal investigations going on. The Parliament is doing its own processes. The Reserve Bank has done what it wants to do, and I don't know whoever else is doing what. What relevance does that all have to the leadership that will come out of Nasrec at the end of December? Or is it entirely irrelevant? Doesn't matter. Will this conference come up with policies and leadership that can change that? Okay. The state of the state-owned enterprises, important players in that process of that economic recovery. If you look at Transnet, just now, Transnet, with that strike. If people hadn't understood the strategic place of Transnet in terms of the economy, I think they do now. But I think Transnet is not in a very healthy state. I'm saying these are the sorts of questions. Will this conference that's coming in December help us to answer those questions? What do we do? The question of corruption that Billy mentioned. I was told one of the ministers, I'm not going to say his name or her name, who was in charge of, in that COGTA ministry, they once said at an NEC meeting that if all of the resources, the money is voted for local government, if they actually went to local government to do what they were supposed to do, you would not have these demonstrations about service delivery. And he said that the part of the problem is that a lot of those monies end up in the pockets of ANC leaders. And he went on to say, and I'm talking about people who are present in this meeting of the NEC, some of them. I'm saying that corruption is a very direct problem relating to this matter I'm raising, for instance, about the economy. I think it's justified for people to ask the question, will this conference in December come out with policies and programs and a leadership that will actually deal with this problem? I don't want to embarrass Billy Ramaphosa by asking him to answer